My name is Miguel Diaz, and I have an opportunity that might just be perfect for you. I'm pitching an investment in an expedition to find the lost treasure of the Santa Ines. This isn't just any treasure. It's said to be one of the most valuable treasures in history, worth millions of dollars. And it's been lost for over 200 years. I've put together a team of the best divers, researchers, and treasure hunters in the business. We have the latest technology and equipment to help us navigate the ocean floor and locate the treasure which we believe is buried under the ocean bed. Why invest in an expedition to find a lost treasure? For starters, it's a unique and exciting investment opportunity that you won't find anywhere else. And if we're successful in finding the Santa Ines treasure, your investment could potentially pay off tenfold. Plus, you have the satisfaction of knowing that you helped make an amazing discovery possible. So, are you ready to take a leap of faith and invest in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Let's make history together and uncover a lost treasure that's been waiting for us at the bottom of the ocean. All we have to do is follow step by step what he already laid out and find Santa Ines. What I want you guys to know is that we're gonna document everything from start to finish and send it to y'all to give you the opportunity to be the first and few to invest in the discovery of the Santa Ines.
We finally arrived from New York. After such a rough trip, I almost whipped my camera while I was on the roof of the car. But it's fine, because now we're in Ponce de Leon, and look, there's the famous lighthouse. Ponce de Leon is the shark capital of the world, so we'll see, this should be interesting. Miguel is trying out his new drone. We hope to take a lot of aerial shots if he's mastering the art of flying it above the water. Also, we're gonna try to land it on the boat and not get it in the water. But yeah, you'll be able to see from above how things are happening.
My name is Maria. I'm Miguel's mother. And I could tell you hundreds of stories about him and his sense of adventure. And, you know, it all really, I think, started when he was 5 years old and we took him to SeaWorld, and he got so enthralled and amazed by the animals, but not only by the animals, but by the water.
My name is Alonzo, and I'm Miguel's dad. I remember Miguel one time, he was only 5 years old, and one Sunday morning, I got up early and I said, "Hey, Miguel, you want to go fishing?" And his eyes just opened up so wide, he said, "Yes."
Here we are at the historical Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, where tomorrow we begin our journey in the search of the Santa Ines. We will be documenting every step of the way so that you, our potential investors, can be part of the excursion. The ocean has so many mysteries. My team and I are coming together to solve one of the most endearing ones. What happened to the Santa Ines and its vast treasure?
And pause for a moment. Sorry, it's pretty dramatic. Oh, you look so hot, babe.
And cut.
That was his first experience of seeing the whole ocean very tranquil and nobody around. And he was like, "Wow, it's beautiful out here, Father."
How was that?
You look sexy, obviously.
All right, come on, get in here.
Do I have
Come,
to?
yeah, come on, get in here, let's go.
Okay. What do you want me to say? I feel silly.
No, just do what you always tell me. Just act natural, and it'll come to you.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to ask you questions?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right.
I love you. Sorry.
I love you more.
I'll be serious.
No, you're good. We'll cut that in post.
My name is Griffin Johnson, and I'm an oceanographer. I've been studying oceanography my whole life. I initially studied at the University of Florida, but I've been placed here around Ponce Inlet for the past 20 years. So I've been studying real things in real time in real space here. There are a lot of tourists who come to this part of Florida in search of sunken treasure. When you look at the stats worldwide, historically, there are over 3 million shipwrecks at the base of the ocean. And of course, the salvage of that is estimated to be in the billions and billions of dollars. So people will come here to Ponce Inlet in search of treasure, dollar signs in their eyes, adventure in their minds, but it's a very hazardous chore. It requires very sophisticated, expensive equipment. You have to have knowledge and experience, and it's very costly. And I compare it to basically being on top of the Eiffel Tower and trying to excavate a pebble in the sidewalk below. It's challenging. I mean, we call the bottom part of the ocean the midnight zone, which means it's sheer utter blackness. You know, there are some bioluminescent creatures providing some light, but it's basically like being on an alien planet. So how do you find what's on the floor of the ocean? There are polymetallic nodules, which look like black lumps of coal, black potatoes, but you have to basically excavate them and figure out, is it just a rock or is it a remnant of a ship? So it's a tremendous challenge, and it's like finding a needle in a haystack. I compare it to being on top of the Eiffel Tower and trying to excavate a pebble on the sidewalk below at midnight, and it's raining, and you've got a rope with a piece of gum on the end of it, and you're trying to get that pebble. It's that challenging, and it truly is hit or miss. It's a lot of work, often for very little result, but everyone wants to find the treasure. Everyone wants to find the gold, and it's a mystery. You know, it's another world down there below, well, lower than 1 mile below the surface of the water, shall we say.
It's the water, guys. In a few days, I have everything we need. It's cold.
We're gonna have to get in like fully.
Yeah, cool. I mean,
We're gonna have to go diving in that. That's fine. Okay.
all right, guys, we're documenting everything, start to finish. So here, we're just testing the waters today, seeing how it is. Santa Ines. See you soon.
When Miguel was 16, he got his diving certificate. And, you know, that was a little bit young. Most people do it when they're a little bit older, but he was determined to do it as soon as possible so that he could get out there and start finding his adventure and finding things he wanted to see. He was diving in coral reefs and picking up sea urchins and starfish, and he signed up for this excursion in Costa Rica, and I was just like, you're 16. But he wanted to go there and help clean up the beaches and dive in those waters and see what he could find. He wasn't gonna let his age hold him back. And honestly, I wasn't going to either, because I knew that that was his passion.
Fabulous.
This is it. This is a dream come true, right?
A dream come true.
So weird to hear somebody say that. It's, I don't know.
It's just another day for y'all.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cute though. He's so
We're all so
excited. Like a little puppy.
I mean, really, you have no idea how much work we've done to get this, and we're not done yet.
April, you doing okay?
Yeah, babe. Look out there.
So I remember he just stood at the edge there of the sailboat, and he just dove right in, and I'm watching him and said, I didn't sense any fear from him. He didn't ask me if there's any danger of sharks or anything. No, he just dove in and he started swimming. We had the best time, and very beautiful moment.
Good afternoon, my name is Sheriff Geekas. I've been with the Volusia County Sheriff's Department since 2012 when they decided to work with the Fire Department and EMT. I'm here as a conclusive follow-up to the unfortunate disappearance of 4 young adults in the Ponce Inlet, ages early to mid-20s.
Susie, wave to the camera. And this is Billy. Don't mind him. Pretty much always grumpy, but it's okay because he has a heart of gold.
My name is Daniel, and I'm Miguel's brother. Yeah, so he was always a bit of a risk taker. I had a bunch of friends, and we skateboarded a lot. And I'm 5 years older than Miguel, and he kind of got noticed by my friends because he, just when he was like 7 years old, he just jumped on a skateboard and bombed down this half pipe.
Showtime, babe.
He just kind of got a lot of notice from my friends, and he got a lot of respect for just being crazy. I guess I got a little bit jealous, so there was a little bit of competition, maybe. But I was always a bit more hesitant than he was. And I remember one time we were racing up a tree, and I fell off and broke my arm. And that kind of put an end to my kind of risk-taking. But he, he wasn't deterred. That was just who he was.
Here we are,
Hi,
guys.
guys.
Hey, good time.
Miguel's not used to filming. Get us in a good light.
This is good one.
Okay, no, you can't.
This is blinding light. That's what that is, right?
We just got to the house. Are you excited?
My name is Mark. I'm April's brother. We grew up in a small town outside of Orlando, and she was always Daddy's little girl. She followed him around when he was around. She hung on his every word when he told us the stories of his adventures. And she was gonna follow in his footsteps, I could tell from when she was a kid. She was adventurous and rambunctious, and there was no stopping her.
April's terrified of sharks.
Most people are, okay?
I would rather not talk about it.
Please, share your story.
We've heard this story before.
Billy mentioned it a few times, but I never heard it from you.
Okay, fine.
Ponce Inlet has an infamous claim to fame. They are known as the shark bite capital of the world. When you look at the sheer number of unprovoked shark attacks, it's quite shocking. There are various reasons why this part of Florida is so prime for this type of activity, and I would summarize it really in 2 areas. The tide and current activity brings a volatile influx of water. So there's a lot of bait fish close to the shore. Sharks are naturally hungry creatures, so they're going to be attracted to bait fish. The second reason is for people. It's a great surfing spot. So the influx of tourists and people every year brings a lot of activity in the water. So when the winds are stirred up and the weather may be volatile, the sediment is being moved from the base on up, and it's very murky waters. So you've got murky waters with bait fish and surfers and sharks. So the sharks aren't going to be able to distinguish when they see that little movement up there, the hand or the leg. They think it's just a fish struggling. So they think it's food, and humans unfortunately become prey.
When I was a little girl, I was so afraid of sharks that I couldn't even go in the ocean without having an anxiety attack. Lakes and pools were fine, but never the ocean. But my dad wanted to show me how safe it was to swim with sharks. And Billy, you knew him, there wasn't really any saying no, my dad. So he took me on his boat one day, and it had a cage in the back. Obviously, whenever I figured out what he was doing, I threw a fit, but did it anyway. I was in the cage for about 10 minutes and everything was going fine, and Then he got the crew to throw chum in the water, and the sharks just started a frenzy. And it hit me that there I was, just a little girl, alone in the water, afraid of sharks. He finally let me out, and every time I went in the ocean with him after that, I just pretended to be okay, because I had to, but I really don't like sharks.
So what's your deal, Miguel? Why are you a treasure hunter?
I'm not really. April, make sure you frame me up for
Yeah,
this.
sure, babe. Let me get the focus.
It's not just about finding treasure or finding a loot. It's about finding history. It's about making a legacy. I don't want to be like everyone else. I don't want to pass up opportunities. I want to have a purpose. I want to have a reason why I'm here. All right? So, yeah, we can go search and find artifacts, find whatever, but I want to tell the truth of what really happened to the Santa Ines. Para traer respeto a mi nombre, respeto a la raza. Esa es la razón. Eso es por qué.
Maybe I wasn't the ideal father because I wasn't around that much, but I told him never to see obstacles, that always see opportunity.
Ready?
All right, you ready?
You're on.
All right, recap of the day, guys. We got our boat. We have our game plan. We have some amazing local divers going to be helping us out tomorrow. And of course, last but not least, we got our super sexy camera girl.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, we are betting and hoping that by the end of these next few days, we're going to get you some amazing footage of hopefully the Santa Ines. As always, vaya con Dios. We'll see you in the AM.
I remember when he was getting ready to do something sneaky or very impulsive, he would just look at me and say, vaya con Dios.
And that's a wrap on day one. Great job.
So what do you think? We got everything?
Yeah, I think we got just about everything. I think it even annoyed Billy, to be honest.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, we're paying that guy. He's annoying.
What's your problem?
Even what's my problem?
With Billy. You guys don't get along.
Y'all's relationship looks like it's a lot more than just professional.
No, it isn't. I promise. The only reason Billy is here is because my dad trusted him, and he knows the local waters better than anyone else.
So there's no history between you guys.
Okay, we used to date.
Wow, April.
I'm sorry, I should have told you.
And when she was dating Billy, have you ever met a narcissist? That's Billy. He shut her down in a way that I could tell was not good for her. It wasn't her choosing to be a normal, quiet person. It was him taking over the relationship, the space, her life. So I was glad when they broke up.
I went to New York to get away from this place and everyone here, including Billy, I promise you. I love you, Miguel. You have nothing to worry about. I didn't even think it was relevant enough to mention. That's how much I don't care about Billy that way.
He's the best?
Yeah, we'll be safe. And we'll find what we're looking for, I promise.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Trust you.
I love you.
Love you more. Come here.
A few years ago, Miguel met April, and he'd never really had a serious relationship, and I knew this was different. She was a lot like him, and you know, it was like they were just soulmates. And he got really enthusiastic about the treasure hunting and maps, and I mean, it sounded a little crazy to me, but he just had this real passion for her and for this kind of adventure that they wanted to go on, and I was really happy for her.
Morning.
Man, sunrise
How's
is beautiful
everyone
here.
feeling?
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing else like it. That salty air, getting a good smell of that. Suze, you gonna get the door for us? Thank you.
Oh man. So which one's ours, man?
You got everything?
Biggest one.
Biggest one?
Biggest one. It's not the biggest one.
Somebody else on over.
There's a lot of money in this marina, man.
After last night, yeah.
There is a lot of money.
But that's what happens when you drink beer.
You did like this?
Tried to tell you.
You know, in an hour from
Don't
now,
worry, I got your water.
it's gonna be a lot more packed.
Oh, you grabbed it?
Yeah, I got it.
If we came right now. If we waited any longer, honestly, it would be a nightmare just trying to get out of here.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man, that water looks cold, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that water is cold. But you're gonna love it once you get in there. There's nothing like open ocean water. Just clear the mind.
Is her right here?
This is her.
I'll
Beautiful,
guess that.
isn't she? And for our purposes, exactly what we need.
She'll get the job done?
Yep. Do me a favor, just put it right back here behind these suits.
Yeah, I
Thank
got
you. I'm just gonna turn this on, get a look-see at where we're going.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Mandy. I am Susie and Billy's younger sister. And Susie, Billy, and I, we grew up in a small beach town right outside of Orlando, Florida. And growing up, we were always at the beach, playing in the water. And our dad made us grow up on boats. He was such a boat guy, and we'd always be in the water, exploring the sea, seeing all the coral reefs, and seeing all the crazy fish that we could find. And we were really like the Three Musketeers. We were always together, playing in the water, and we felt like mermaids at times. And we loved it. The water was such a good escape for us.
We all ready?
Let's do it, man.
All right, let's have some fun.
Are you guys almost ready? Okay, let's go. I really shouldn't say anything, but it's 6:30 in the morning, and we're just now leaving to go about 10 to 15 miles offshore to shoot open and underwater. Miguel has a clear idea of what he wants to shoot, and Miguel gets. So this is it. Let's do it.
We did. Sun came out to play too, huh?
Yeah, it did. It's really cloudy yesterday, though, so I was kind of hoping for some today.
Today's the day. That's all it means, right?
Billy was never really the person who had a plan in life, how everybody kind of grows up and they feel like they have a schedule of what they're gonna do. He always lived freely and day by day and just in the moment, and I really envied that in him. And everything happens for a reason, and things will fall into place when they need to.
The last time I talked to Miguel was September 10th. It was the morning that they had gone out into the ocean on their boat, and they were going to film their sales pitch to the investors and explain to them exactly what they were going to do. And he was so excited that he's finally going to get this opportunity to share this wonderful experience and to let them know that he was the one that was going to be able to do it. He was the one that was going to find that treasure. And with their help in raising the money, he was going to be that explorer that was going to get what was buried under that seabed.
First stop, though, Just getting this loot, getting this treasure, getting this going, getting the investors invested, and we'll worry about all that later.
So recently we've discovered some strange phenomena, some exciting developments in excavation. There have been 2 instances recently off of Portugal where we had some unusual sightings at the floor of the ocean. The first one was north of the Azores Mountains, just off of Portugal at a depth of about 1.6 miles. The second one was about 300 miles away. This was on the Azores Plateau. It's near where the 3 tectonic plates meet, and this was at a depth of about 1 mile. What we discovered is so amazing and fascinating and bizarre. It's a series of holes on the floor of the ocean. And what's fascinating when you see the photographs and you see the visuals is that they're symmetrical, they're linear. They're about 4 inches apart over a grand total space of 5 to 6 feet. So what are they? We've opened this up to the public, we've released it to the press. The wild speculation will make your head spin. Some people believe it's machine-made. Some people, of course, want to believe that it's alien-made. And some people think it's man-made. Now, within my own community of oceanographers, we've looked at it and we call what we're seeing life traces, which means that the holes and the piles of sediment around them, and we call this bioturbation, the pattern of sediment around these holes. It's fascinating and unusual. We believe that it is made by some type of living organism. We're just not exactly sure what that living organism is. When you look at it closer, it appears that some type of marine life, possibly a so-called sea creature, may have burrowed into the sand. It looks like the sediment has been displaced from the bottom up. The piles are kind of around the holes. So that indicates that it probably is some type of living organism. And I'm not going to kid you, there's millions and millions of species underwater. We've investigated many of them, but we don't know everything about all species. This could be something unusual that we've not yet discovered. It's what makes my profession so fascinating and interesting is the next day you might learn something that you never knew before, and that's what I'm hoping this is. That would be exciting for me.
So are you guys excited or what?
Yeah?
Of course.
You seem excited.
So pumped. I'm so pumped. April and I have been putting to work for this for so long.
Yeah?
Of course I'm excited. So, what's up? You guys know these waters like the back of your hand, or?
I'm gonna let him answer that one.
Someone here knows the water's like the back of their hand.
It's me.
Yeah, it's her, of course, yeah.
She seems like she's the brains, man.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
And the good looks.
And the good
So
looks.
he brings
They
up
always
like,
say
really,
that
we don't
until
need
they
to-
meet her, and then they
Oh,
go,
I mean,
oh,
the good
never
looks for
mind.
sure. Yeah, you got the brains to go with the looks. That's good. I mean, nothing comes to mind when I see this. Just stillness and the beauty of it all.
Craziest idea he ever got was to go after this sunken treasure, this shipwreck, the Santa Ines. He was convinced that there was treasure under the seabed. And he started this campaign because, as you can imagine, digging under the seabed is going to take a lot of equipment and it's going to be very expensive. But he was so determined.
It is a tremendous challenge to excavate on the floor of the ocean, and it requires very expensive equipment. There's a lot of robotic equipment which can provide the visuals, because you have to appreciate we're in the midnight zone. There's sheer utter blackness down there. So you have to have investors who can basically come in and front up to $1 million, possibly more than $1 million, to provide the crew and the equipment and the time and the effort. This is not a quick and easy task. It is a tremendous, tremendous challenge, and it can take months and months of work before you have any results at all. It's a stab in the dark is the problem. When you see these polymetallic nodules, you don't know what they are. They've been there potentially for centuries, piles and layers of ore. Ores have basically been built around this marine debris, and it could be nothing. It could just be a rock, but it could be the remnants of a shipwreck. And of course, everyone hopes it's that box of treasure. You never know, but you have to do trial and error over and over, and that costs a lot of money. So you have to have a very trained technical crew. You have to have dedication. You have to have patience. You have to have perseverance. It's a time-consuming task. A lot of people think it's kind of glamorous and exciting, but let me tell you, on a day-to-day basis, it's a challenge. It can be very frustrating because it's like hitting the wall over and over again.
So what about you, Billy? Where you want to go?
Rome, obviously.
Yeah,
No?
we've talked
Gotta
about
see the
Rome
Colosseum. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see a gladiator fight.
I don't think they do those anymore.
You don't think they do it anymore?
You gonna try and hop in the arena?
Oh, I'd love to if they gave me a shot.
I thought they stopped having gladiator fights.
So Billy's got hands?
No, not in the slightest.
Well, if they let me fight in there, I'm going.
Yeah, you'd be the first one out.
Think I'd be the first one out?
Yeah, of course you would
Are
be.
you joking?
think
You
so.
can't fight. Susie's right. You'll be the first one out.
I don't think flippers are gonna do you much good in the gladiator fight.
I don't need flippers.
Okay.
I just need these 2 hands.
Egypt sounds really cool, but I haven't been to like France. I haven't been to Paris.
What about Rome?
Yeah, I want to go to Rome
Yeah,
too.
see the Colosseum?
No, I want the pasta.
Of course, that's what you'd want. You'd go to Rome for the pasta and the pizza.
Yeah,
You can get it here.
For sure.
For sure.
Yes.
Not to see
Spaghetti
everything.
and
Thousands of
gelato.
years of history, but you get to the
You can't
pasta.
beat Italian
No.
food.
Okay.
I mean,
History.
You can do
seriously.
the history nerd stuff.
Yeah, I
though.
will. I will. But I need
We
to go
lived
with
in
somebody.
Italy
I'm
for
not doing it
6
by
months when
myself.
my dad was in the Navy.
Also, you come across any sharks in this water?
Have I come across sharks in these waters? You know you're in the shark capital of the world, my friend.
Sister was saying.
Where are you from? Really? Sucks to be you, bro.
Easy, Billy. Take it easy, Billy.
There's probably not a lot of good snorkeling over there, no?
Definitely not.
No.
Not in the water out there.
Yeah. Can't scuba dive up to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, you want stories, do you?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm here, man. I'm here for the adventure. I'm here for the story.
Well, what was it? It was, what was it? It was 1532? Was that when it was? 1532?
You can't really put historical factor, but yeah, let's go. 15.
Wait. Legend? No. People only say legend because they haven't actually found the ship yet.
Oh, right.
That does not mean it is not historically accurate that the ship existed and that it is somewhere out here. Now, do I know exactly where it is? Of course not. Otherwise, I would be there myself. Okay? I would have already found it.
Keyword he just said though. Yet.
Yet.
Yet. And that's what April and I have been working on. I mean, Nelson's been working on it since.
We're gonna find it.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
I certainly hope.
Billy, what was it? Like a week ago? Yeah. So it can happen. So you just gotta be careful. But Billy's the best, and I don't think you need to worry about it.
I really hope we don't have to worry about that. I think
Yeah.
hopefully good things come to us away. We waited long enough for this.
I don't think sharks really care about if you waited for
Yeah,
them.
but
It's just kind of the natural order of things. But
There's gotta be some obstacles, right?
The nice thing about sharks, though, is that they're very peaceful animals. If you don't bother them, if you're not in their hunting waters, then they're not going to bother you.
So the thugs of the sea.
I wouldn't use those words for it. You know, I think it's more that sharks, they're not interested in eating people. They don't like the taste. They don't want to eat you. They can get a nice fat tuna. You know, why would they want a Miguel steak, right? So, you know, as long as you don't flap around like a seal,
Yes, but
you'll be just fine.
that
Don't
doesn't
worry.
mean they're not scary.
April loves the Miguel steak.
Later that day, I was expecting a call from Miguel. He told me that he was going to call me once they were done filming their pitch. The excitement in his voice, I could hear how excited he was, and I couldn't wait to hear from him about how the filming went and how he felt about it. But I didn't get a call. And I started to wonder, are they too far out? Is there no reception? Are their phones not working? And I waited because it's not like Miguel not to call me. He calls me every day. He and we talk all the time, and he's always so excited to share his adventures with me, and I'm always waiting on the other line to hear all about it. And when I didn't hear from him after the first day, I got very scared. And after the second day, I had to call somebody. I had to call the police because I was so worried that something had happened. And I needed to know why my son hadn't called me. And I tried to call April. I tried to call April too, and she wasn't answering. And after a day, after 2 days, after 3 days, I just didn't know what to think. Where was my son?
On or about September 12th, we received several distress calls from fellow boaters in the Ponce Inlet of a mysterious, abandoned, 26-foot-long family pontoon, of which we immediately dispersed the local Coast Guard and several other agencies to investigate this pontoon.
Last time I spoke with April was on September 9th, the day she landed in Florida from New York to head out for Miguel's pitch. I called her and I expected to meet up with her in person, her being in Florida for the first time in a long time, but she said they were too busy. They had to prepare, or they had to wrap their heads around the pitch the next day. And so I made sure to tell her to be safe, and we made plans to meet on the docks near our old hideout when she got back. And so I went and I waited because I knew they wouldn't have a signal when they were out, and that I would just see her when she got back. And she never showed. And I could feel that something was wrong. It wasn't just her usual running off on an adventure and I'll see you when I'll see ya. I could feel that she wasn't coming back.
So what are you gonna do with the money if you find it?
See that girl in the water? I'm gonna get a rock, put a ring on it.
How domestic of you.
I remember on the 10th of September, I know because it's my daughter's birthday, that I got a call from my mom because she hadn't heard from Miguel, and she was really worried. And I was a little concerned because he hadn't called for her birthday, and that was it was just very unlike him. He loved them a lot, and so he always made sure to call them. So
take care of my mom. A woman like that, she deserves to find her things in life.
And you can give that to her then, I guess.
I mean, that's why we're here. I'm also one of those finer things in life.
Gotcha. You're also incredibly humble, don't forget.
When I have to be.
Right.
But hey, sometimes being aware is better than being humble.
Uh-huh.
So what about you,
What about me?
You and your brother.
Is there a question in there, or
How long you guys been at this?
whole lives pretty much? I mean, our dad ran the business before Billy took it over. My dad passed away a couple months ago, and yeah, between that and April leaving, it's been a lot for him. So.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I know April lost her dad too, so.
Life can lead you in a lot of different directions, and I think it all depends on who you surround yourself with. And when she chose to go with her ex and her current boyfriend, that created a situation where a lot could go wrong. I think she wanted the best of this adventure, and the people she surrounded herself with were not on the same page. Billy wanted her back. I don't doubt that. Billy was jealous. Miguel was not the kind of guy to back down. Miguel was headstrong, and the combination of those two people around her, I think, are why she's not here.
All right, Billy. Yeah, we got about 2 miles left.
In about 2.5 miles, yeah, we'll be in Ponce Inlet. It's, with the tide coming in, we'll have about 5 hours to find everything. You know, see what there is, or what there isn't.
Oddly enough, that day, I was actually supposed to be on that boat and not Susie. I ended up getting a interview that I couldn't turn down, so I told Susie that she should go with him. And growing up, Susie and Billy were always super close, and I felt like they would have a good time anyways, so I really felt good about it at the time.
Never ventured out to find Santa Ines yourself?
No, I'm not interested in that.
You were once interested.
I was once interested, but that was a long time ago.
Okay, I get it, but you don't have to act like you just don't care anymore.
I do care. Okay. That's why I'm here helping you find it right now, okay?
Well, that's what I thought. You just said you weren't interested, so...
No, I said I'm not interested. I am interested in helping you find it.
I'll tell you what I'm interested in. I'm interested in us getting to this spot, getting our dives in, and getting what we need.
All right. Keep your trousers on. We'll be there in a second.
In my professional opinion, I think that many people that come down to Ponce Inlet take the surroundings for granted, being that the surroundings are beautiful. And we have the tallest lighthouse in the country, if not the tallest in Florida. People tend to forget that they're dealing with the wild. This is nature. We have the toughest riptides in Florida, along with the highest percentage of shark attacks.
Ooh, babe, that sun is bright.
It's okay, you look hot in the sun.
Yeah? Okay, how do I look?
Just go with it. Yeah,
Look good?
you look
Okay.
great.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop in. As soon as I hop in, I'll pop right back up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my first kind of just introductory of what we're doing today and how it's going, okay?
Okay.
But hey, for real, like, I want to sound confident. I want to sound like I know what's going on, but I don't want to sound douchey, all right?
Okay, just focus on
I'm serious.
what you're- Just
Okay.
be yourself.
Okay, all right, so it's gonna sound like this. I'm gonna pop in, pop out. Hey guys. Hey guys, should I say guys or should I say?
Just be yourself. Stop thinking about it so much. Just
Okay.
do whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
Go again.
Okay, okay. All right, take two. Scratch that first one. All right, so I'm gonna jump in, pop back up. Hey guys, how's it going? So we are here to go ahead and start our journey. See, I don't know, I'm not feeling it.
So the tides and the currents in this part of Florida are very volatile, and if you're going to dive in, you have to be prepared. You need to be an experienced swimmer and diver. We always recommend that you bring an experienced buddy swimmer or buddy diver with you, but you have to understand how the tides and currents work. It is most dangerous to swim and dive when you're at high tide or low tide. So in simplistic terms, water will rush towards the shore at high tide, and that's a flood current. Water will rush away from the shore at low tide, and that's an ebb current. But what swimmers and divers need to know is it's particularly dangerous at high tide or low tide. The influx of strong currents is just too extreme. So you can't just be a tourist who wants to enjoy the beautiful water. You have to know about this stuff, so that when you go into the water, you can basically be prepared for anything that might happen. You could get caught in a down current, in which case they're going to drag you, the water's going to drag you farther out and farther down than you wanted to be. So to help combat against this, you need to be in strong physical condition. Don't be just that casual swimmer from your swimming pool in your backyard. You need to be trained and experienced. And you have to have a very clear mental state, because you will panic if you get caught in a down current or an up current, or you get caught against current. God forbid you end up in a rip tide or a rip current. You have to stay calm. Your first reaction will be to panic. You know, rip tides are often shaped like this, and if the shore is here, if you're in the middle of a rip tide, everyone wants to basically get out as fast as possible. That's your immediate panic response. So they want to go the shortest, quickest distance, but you're swimming against current. You're going to use up all your energy. You're going to go nowhere. You have to understand you have to swim out of the rip current, take the longer path to the shore. So it takes a very clear mind to think this process through. I mean, I have been caught in a rip current, and your heart will start beating. You'll feel the panic, but then you have to remember your knowledge, remember your training, stay calm, and do what you're supposed to do, and you will survive. But you cannot assume that a lifeguard is automatically going to save everyone. They can't keep track of all the swimmers and divers out there, unfortunately.
The Ponce Inlet in Florida was explored and discovered by Ponce de Leon in 1513, and he even noted the aggressive predatory wildlife in the inlet, along with the very, very dangerous waves and riptides where the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic.
Water's cold.
It's not as bad as I thought.
It's cold. The water's great, the weather's great. April, we here? You made it?
No.
Okay. Am I good here?
Yes, just more to the left.
Okay, all right. Is this good?
Yep, and don't forget I love you before you go get all jealous again.
I love you more. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, guys. Hey, welcome to our journey. We're here to embark on the mission to bring in the Santa Ines. And you guys not only get front row seats, but you guys get to see from start to finish how we bring it up. So, my investors, everybody that's interested, just to let you know, this is not just for the loot. It's history in the making.
I know, Billy. He's corny.
All right. How was April?
That was great, baby. You look hot.
Awesome. Hey, you look hot. If I was a shark, I'd eat you first.
And please don't. You know how I feel about that.
I'll tell you what. I don't know how you ever left this place.
I mean, it's a little more complicated than that. I mean, I haven't even been back since what happened, you know?
I know.
And, I mean, I'm excited. I know my dad would be proud, but I'm a little nervous. Are you sure it's going to be safe?
Oh, there's always a little bit of danger in every adventure, right? And to tell you the truth, your dad would be more than proud of you. I mean, he literally set the blueprint for this. And now you're going to finish his legacy.
I know, babe.
We're going to finish his legacy.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you more. And hey, when we're done with this, we're gonna be rich.
You better.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust you, so
You won't have to sell any feet pics or anything. We got this.
I thought we agreed not to talk about that.
Santa Ines, baby. Santa Ines.
Woo!
I waited until dark that day, expecting maybe the tides kept her out. But when she didn't show, I figured I'd come back tomorrow. I went home and I called her, hoping that maybe she had a signal. I left a couple voicemails begging her to get back to me. I went back to that dock the next 2 days, and when she still didn't show and didn't call, and I went to the police. I told them she was missing. It had been 48 hours and no one had seen her. They said they would look into it. But so I went and started asking around the people in the area to see if they had seen the boat return. Then no one had. I called their school to see if maybe they had chosen to fly home to New York. Nothing. Then I started reaching out to Miguel's family. His mother had no idea. It was scary. No one really knew what had happened.
You think through a lot of different scenarios, you know, like, was there some kind of fight? Was there a shark attack? Or, I don't know about the currents. Sometimes there can be undertow, or I'm not really an expert, but it's still a mystery as far as I'm concerned.
What's that look?
What's what look?
You look like you look like a kicked puppy dog.
No.
She really got under your skin, huh?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame me though?
No, I don't blame you at all. You're a bigger person than I am. I couldn't get on a boat with my ex.
Yeah, now I'm starting to think I made a mistake doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we need the money, but
That badly?
that's what I'm wondering. And the speech this guy made.
The speech wasn't so bad. I think just him as a person, he's a little... I don't know, I just don't see...
Maybe that's why the speech was so just... I mean, I know people are stupid out there. They're gonna buy into this. People are gonna get so excited about discovering treasure that after hundreds of years has never been found.
I know. But who knows? There's always a possibility.
Whatever. What can you do? Except take their money.
Except take their money. I just don't see... I guess I just never pictured April with somebody like him, you know? At least not... Again, it's been a while, but she hasn't changed, but clearly her taste in guys has. Or... You should have at least doubled the price to get them on the boat. If you wanted to be petty.
I know.
If we need the money that bad, then...
I know, April called and asked. I mean, what was I supposed to do? You know? Gouge her? For more money? It would have been petty and...
She is still your ex.
I don't know,
She dumped you with no explanation. I don't know if I would see it as petty.
I thought you were, like, past this. I guess I'm a little shocked that this is affecting you so much.
I thought I was too. I don't know.
Susie ended up going to the dinner with Billy, and then the next day, I was supposed to go on the boat with him to make him feel comfortable, and I couldn't go because my shift at work ran a little too late, and I called Susie and begged her to go with him to make him feel more comfortable being around April. And eventually she said sure. And Susie went on the boat with him. And parts of me overthinks that time and that conversation, because that could have been me, and maybe I wouldn't have lost my sister and my brother.
Sorry. Maybe I'm too harsh. So, I mean, how long are we gonna be here? Like, is this gonna take forever, or?
However long Romeo and Juliet want to be here, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think that people are actually gonna invest in this?
Yes, people are stupid and they will invest in any number of stupid ventures. So yeah, people will absolutely be lining up to get that money.
Yeah, he definitely, though, was like charming people on on the Zoom call. Were you listening to him?
Yes, I was listening to him.
Yeah, he knows how to.
Oh,
I don't know.
That was charming.
Maybe charming is not the right word.
No,
I know. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know you are, and it is always your don't say it too softly, though.
Sorry. He's a little sleazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one to say it first because, from me it looks petty. From you, it can be
honest.
somewhat objective.
Somewhat objective.
Yeah.
My brother Billy grew up kind of a loner, but when he met April, it was like a complete 180 in him, and he was happy. Like, I saw genuine happiness in him, and he trusted her, and he would confide into her about the things that he never felt like he could into somebody, and it was nice. It was really nice to see that and to see him happy. And then they weren't perfect, and I guess she ended things with no explanation and no reasoning, just left with nothing, and that devastated him. He had no idea what he did wrong or what he could have changed or done better, and he was not the same. The brother that I knew before was not who I saw anymore. And it was hard. It was hard to see my brother so broken, and no words that I could say to help him be or feel better.
Let's do it. Already ready?
Okay, let's just put this on the tripod so we can get a chat. Taking pictures of the guys?
Yeah, look at Miguel's face in this one.
You look so silly.
Yeah. What's this?
I don't know, everything's been so serious. I just thought maybe some footage of us laying out while the guys do all the work.
Sure.
Remember when we used to go to my Aunt Sydney's and watch Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging? And
Yeah.
buy new pairs of pajamas every time and eat ice cream all night?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
God, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. It feels like yesterday and like 18 years ago all at once.
Yeah. What is it, 10 now?
A lot of people would say opposites attract, and in Billy and April's case, I would definitely say that was true. Billy was definitely a shyer guy, and April was very, very outgoing. So she brought out a lot in him. Every time he would not want to say something, she would make him talk, and it was nice to see that in him.
But then she met Miguel, and it was different. But the way she talked about him, it was like she was talking about Dad.
So, like, I have to ask you this. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but
One day I came home and I saw Billy, and he looked so upset, and I asked him, and he didn't want to talk about it at first. So I really was worried that something went wrong. I could just feel it. And he eventually opened up to me and said that April left and went to New York and gave him absolutely no reason of why she did. She just left. And that really devastated him. And he wasn't the same after that.
Why did you, like, what is this whole thing about? Why, of all people, like, you know so many people that do this, why did you call Billy?
Miguel was different from Billy, but not necessarily in a good way. He felt reckless to me, and she was going to go along because it was more open and free than her time with Billy, even if it wasn't safe.
I've noticed you and Billy have kind of been like talking a little bit, and like I know what you're I know what it looks like when you're flirting, so I would appreciate it if you kind of didn't do that.
When April told me that Billy was taking them out on the boat, it worried me. He did not take their breakup well. I knew he wanted her back, and I knew he would not handle being on a small boat with her and Miguel well at all.
In some ways, you're exactly the same, but I just never knew you to be so selfish, really. Like,
Selfish.
Yeah. You left, man. Like,
Yeah, I was thinking about myself.
we know.
It's my life. I wanted to see more things. I want adventure. I don't want to just be in a place that brings back pain all the time.
Great. It takes 2 seconds to go see your boyfriend of how long were you guys together? 1.5 years, and be like, hey, this isn't working out. I need to go find myself, or whatever you wanted to do. And, you know, but you just, it was like you dropped off the face of the earth. We didn't hear from you for a long time. And now, and then all of a sudden you pop back up out of nowhere. Like, Billy answers the phone and it's you asking us to help you and your new boyfriend, asking for a favor. Like, I don't get it, man. I really don't. Anyway, like I said, it's not really my business, but just if you could be so kind as to not break my brother's heart again, I would really appreciate it.
Honestly, Susie, I'm not talking about this on camera right now.
I hoped he'd gotten better and was going to be accepting of the situation, but I doubted that would be the case. He's not changed in a long time.
Whew.
Billy, thank you guys for being here, you and Susie.
Susie!
I'm sure they're fine. Ocean's a little rough today.
Yeah, it's the ocean.
All right.
It's weird seeing you without a camera in my face.
Well, here I am.
Yeah, here you are. With, this guy.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I can't believe that you go for that sort of cheesy charm, if you can call it that.
Cheesy?
Yeah, very cheesy.
He's passionate and successful.
Yeah, and cheesy. And, oh, the speech. I hung on to every word of that speech. It was beautiful.
Good, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sincere.
He's very passionate about what he does.
Yeah, I can see that. So that's just it then?
Billy, look, I'm sorry for the way I went about things. I had to get away. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain it. I still don't.
I
didn't then, obviously.
I know you had to get away. I understand what you were going through, but you could have at least talked to me about it.
I didn't know
Do you know how betrayed you left me? Did you know the hole that you left behind in me? Do you know what it was like for me trying to move on? And finally I started to feel like I was, and you come back and it just felt like it all just ripped back open again.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
I should have done things differently. I'm sorry. But I don't have those same feelings for you anymore, Billy. I have love for you, but I'm not in love with you anymore.
You're not in love with me?
No.
Not even a little bit?
Billy, no.
Look me in the eyes and tell me you don't still have feelings for me. April, look at me. Stop looking away.
I don't have feelings for you like that, but...
You don't have any feelings for me.
Billy...
You're not being convincing. I wouldn't be doing this if you were convincing me that you didn't.
No, I don't have feelings for you anymore, Billy. What else do you want me to say?
I want you to say the truth. And I don't believe you.
I'm telling you the truth.
You're telling me the truth.
I'm not in love with you anymore. Now stop.
Stop.
Yeah, stop.
You don't want to be in my life anymore. Unless I can help you.
Not in the way that you want me in your life, Billy.
So I don't really know what happened on that boat that day. The investigators said that there was a guy on the boat that was apparently April's boyfriend, and his name was Miguel. And I could see how that would draw up some tension between Billy and April, and I know my brother doesn't really drink, so I know there wasn't alcohol involved, but you know, love makes you do some crazy things.
After receiving several distress calls, we immediately dispatched the local Coast Guard and several agencies. Upon finding the abandoned pontoon, we brought it to shore and found on the pontoon some diving equipment, a few iPads, some cell phones, no signs of life, and some half-eaten food, some bottles of soda.
Okay, April, have it your way. Let's have some fun.
Okay. Glad you changed your mind.
Yeah?
Susie! Susie! I can't find her!
That's not funny, Miguel.
She's missing!
What?
She's right next to me. She's not here anymore.
Susie?
Yeah.
She in the boat?
Look, where is she?
What happened?
Where did you not see her? Susie! Hi! Where did you see her? Susie! Susie, where are you? Susie! Would you put this helmet down? Miguel, would you get out here? I'm looking for her, man! She was right there! Get out here! She was right there! She was just there!
Upon dispatch of the Coast Guard, it was reported back to us that the Coast Guard had found the vessel approximately 4.2 miles offshore. We expected to find very little, if any, fuel upon the vessel. To our surprise, there was plenty of fuel to get back.
Check over there! Susie! 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 I don't see her. I don't see her. Where is she? Where is she? Where you lost her? She's right next to me. Then where the hell were you? Miguel, where were you? I don't know. You don't know where you were? You don't know where you were? Are you kidding me? Where were you, Miguel? Before there. We both right there. Right where? Right where? Stand there for a second. Where exactly were you, Miguel? Don't. Where the hell were you? Fuck off, Marlon. Get off me! Miguel, where the hell were you? Get off of me! Calm down! We gotta find her! We're not gonna find her like that! Susie! Susie! Babe, it's okay. It's okay. I can see something. I can see something. Something's in the water. Something's in the water. Ah! Marlon! 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 What is that? Help me! Help me! No! Get on the boat! April, get on the boat! Get on the boat, April! Stop filming and get on the boat!
Once we dispatched the divers, I believe there was at least a half a dozen divers from 2 different agencies. We decided to drop down 35 to 40 feet. On day 2 of the search, we found the skeletal remains of what we believe to be the 4 young adults, and it was confirmed and concluded after DNA research that unfortunately these remains were of the 4 young adults.
looking into my mom's eyes and knowing that we lost two of the most amazing people in my life. It's so hard. I really wish that could have been me on that boat.
Yeah, my brother's passing, it definitely caused me to reflect on my own life and to think about how we differed. I've definitely lived my life very different to him and been very reluctant to take risks. But when I think about how passionate he was for life and the experiences that he had, you know, it made me want to kind of embrace that a little bit more. And I actually signed up to have a scuba lesson, just kind of in tribute to him.
I don't know how to live without them. Susie and Billy were one of my best friends. And I don't have words to say to my mom. I don't know what I can do to help or where I can stand to be better. I just wish I could take those moments back.
He died doing what he loved the most. He died happy. He died adventuring. He died exploring. And that was all he ever wanted to do. And if me as a mother, like, yes, I miss my son terribly, but I'm happy that he was doing what he loved. He was doing what he always wanted to do. And I'm just so proud of him for just never giving up. He never quit trying to discover. He never quit because it was hard. He never quit because it was dangerous. He did it because he loved it. It made him happy. And I'm just happy that he just did what he wanted to do.
Es pa mi gente. Hey, Billy, can you give me some shots real quick? Action shots. I'm just gonna get getting ready and stuff like that, okay? All right, go ahead and get my arm getting into the sleeve. Boom. Nice, nice. Other one. Yeah. Let me get the zipper real quick. So, back. Perfect. Sign it up. All right, let me get the flippers here real quick. Aquí están las patas. Listas. El agua está un poquito fuerte, pero vamos con Dios, siempre. ¿Listos?
A veces en la vida uno tiene que vivir en el momento. Pero hay sorpresas en la vida. Siempre te llegan unas sorpresas que te cambian totalmente. Y cuando eso pasa, tienes que vivir en el momento. Y a veces está bien difícil. Pero esas son cosas de la vida.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that my adventurous, strong, wonderful son was gone. You know, he thought he was invincible, and maybe I did too.
A toast to the brave men who lost their lives on the Santa Ines.
And women.
Hey, we don't know what's down there. We don't know what's down there.